Hi, welcome back. My name is Jessica, and this is Jay Gilly Tarot. You may book a personal reading with me at any time at jgilly.com. That's JGILLY.com. All right, so let's get into it. All right, today is such a beautiful day today over here in Louisiana. I'm going to say today is a 5D kind of day. Some days are more magical with the crystalline sun. You're just more tapped in and you're kind of in this rhythm and flow with the universe and all things nature. And as you know, I like to talk to trees telepathically. I can talk to animals, but lately, um, there's been a neighborhood cat, a black and white cat that keeps frequenting, like coming to my door and telepathically communicating with me. And she's been dropping some gems, some knowledge, some spiritual knowledge for sure. And yeah, she tells me that she hails from the ninth dimension and that she perfectly is embodies the light and the dark. Just like the Arcturians, who are also off-worlder beings that have managed to become one with both their shadow side and their light side. They embody both. And so it's interesting because I know the Arcturians also have access to the ninth dimension with their technology and things like that, just from talking to them. And so this cat is so interesting, I have to say. And today, when I sat down to meditate, I was feeling her again. And I was asking her, okay, what's your lesson for today? And she was talking about, she was like, you humans, like, always talk about the doors to open for your next chapter, but no one stops to focus on the doorway. And I was like, okay, keep going. And she was like, the door is obsolete, especially if you're effervescent, utilizing the minerals within your body the way they were meant to be used. And I was like, okay. So in my mind, I'm putting together, I'm like, right. So we are made up of the same organic material that is naturally occurring in rock, sediment, wood, the mountains, trees, rivers, things like that. So naturally, that's what connects us neurologically to all telekinetic connection, right? That's what makes telekinesis, telepathy possible um, neurologically, and why I can talk to the cat, right? Telepathically. And so I was like, all right, so tell me about the doorway. And she was like, once you use your effervescence, the doorway is obsolete. And when you really tap into your higher consciousness vibrationally, you want to look for portals, not doorways. I was like, okay. I was like, where are you going with me? Where are you going with this? Um, Maybe where are you going with me too? Yeah. So then I saw like light photons and light bodies, an image of light photons and light bodies. So she was trying to communicate to me that like anything in this matrix, walls, barriers, any type of restriction is all a fabrication of the like projections that we're all living in collectively that are illusions, as even this avatar, right, is somewhat of an illusion because its particles constantly in motion. But the light within us is the only true projection, refraction. Yeah, that's what I just heard. So essentially, then she showed me like a visual of the light body moving through a wooden door in a doorway. And I was like, oh yeah, like astral projection, moving through everything, traveling as you see fit, through your light body. And then I looked up effervescence, like the true definition, and it says, let's see. A liquid that is bubbly, fizzy, or produces gas bubbles like champagne or antacid tablets. It's also used to describe a vivacious, spirited, or enthusiastic person. It's often relating to chemical reactions. Yeah. So, like, there was some connection she was giving me about changing the molecular structure of our body to back to what it's meant to be. So you can move effortlessly and effervescently. And then I saw a vision of 128 hertz, a tuning fork, and hitting bones, which our bones have minerals, right? And it producing nitric oxide as a healing byproduct of that frequency. So, message. Try those 128 tuning fork hertz modalities on the chakras, which are also known as spirit gates, which we are collectively, I believe, right now, healing all of the millions of years of trauma that our cells epigenetically are remembering, whether it's from the ancient times. I believe there's also been 7 humanity cycle resets that have been influenced by both the parasitic race and originally the Anunnaki, which is known as the number 12, right? And then the last message she gave me was that moving through these doorways will instantly clear negative energy projected onto me by others through their chaotic words spoken, ill will, and dark intentions. But she promised, she said, with heart coherence, they cannot dominate an energetic field that is effervescent. And then she further was talking about how integrity, speaking the truth and integrity, also has the same and equal effect on the energetic biofield of chosen ones. She was saying it creates an insulated protection mechanism of purity and light. So right, like the light body. And she was saying how truth creates an electricity or a magnetism that ignites an electricity within us. And something about righteous aura. So the electricity needed to move through doorways, portals, must be the prerequisite must be truth, integrity, and light in order to ignite this, to start the engine, so to speak. So, a lot to think about. Maybe I may have confused you a little bit with how I posed that, but yeah, we're gonna get into it today. So, um, yeah, let's pull some cards. I'm gonna pull from a deck I've kind of like put on the back burner, but I love it. It's called the Creatrix Awakened Oracle deck. I'm still getting used to it. You know, I take breaks and then I like bond with my cards again. And the Rider Waite deck, I'm always gonna be like rapid fire. Like that one's my jam. But I like, taking a break every now and again and then coming back and like looking at something with a fresh new eye. So, can we get any more insight onto our lovely cat's download today? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was super deep. So I got Queen Rising, number 13. Number 13 came out last reading too. And then I got Bridget, Goddess of Fire, Potential, Reverence, and Assuredness. Light Body, Ignition, Electricity. And then the Queen Rising, Queen Archetype, Feminine Leadership. Yeah, immediately what's sticking out to me are the lips. It looks like she has like a piercing on her lips. Truth, integrity, the network, telepathy wise, connecting to all mineral beings, all organic material, taking flights, astral travel, the golden sun as well, the golden hour is sticking out at me here. Number 13, and then this one is number 21. Oh, 1, 2, 3 has been following me everywhere too. That's a synchronicity. And I said that right at 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm also seeing light codes and light language pop out at me from these images around the neck. So throat chakra must be cleansing right now. Truth, voice resonance, ancestors. I'm picking up a lot of ancestors today in the background as well. I know that the ancestors are like, okay, so if you can imagine us coming to the 3D realm on this earth plane underneath the projector dome, this is almost kind of like a Westworld, the HBO series Westworld, where Dolores is like programmed and she suddenly goes off script, off program, and starts writing her own code, like out of nowhere. And then you have the guests and then the hosts, and like the guests keep coming back and forth and like dying and like popping up again and like in this same loop. I would say that the celebrities that kind of like have the same face as another celebrity that died a generation before them and the cloning process, I would say, and they body swap. I would say that the celebrities, when they sign their contracts, some kind of get bamboozled into it and their ego won't let them like break free from the system or money or the, comforts of what I guess fame gives you and the network, the nefarious network. But I would say that celebrities are like the guess in the HBO series Westworld. If you haven't seen it, you got to go watch it. It's so good. It's fascinating. Um, but I would say that's the like real reincarnation loop where they're just like recycled soul conscious wise to a program. And they kind of have no rights to their soul until they wake up and like say, yeah, I don't want to play this game anymore. And then they have the hosts that are kind of, in my opinion, also I mean, well, they are programmed in the show, but I would say that like the everyday bottom of the pyramid people that do have souls and do have their sovereignty um have the ability to go off script and to upload their own program to the projector dome. And so I believe that this cat was in some type of way also explaining this concept to me and telling me how like time is not linear, which I already know, but that time is happening in a loop, but all at the same time in different universes, all parallel, and that being able to tell the future as a psychic, she was saying, is really just picking up your pen and writing a script in the now. And I was like, fascinating. That's why it's so important for like prophets or people with prophetic wisdom to be in heart coherence and for the greater good of all, be well versed in their own self awareness and when their ego operates. It's a delicate balance, I would say, and it's a constant learning. Like, I've never ever wanted to be anybody's guru. Like, absolutely not. That's too much pressure. And I like definitely trust that I cross paths with people that need maybe my tools or life lessons I've picked up along the way that need it right then and there. They cross my paths instantaneously. I have noticed that. And so I know that every season, I have to willingly detach and go where God's placing me. And, ironically, as a psychic, I don't really need to know the future. Sometimes I'll ask for guidance, but I kind of just have blind faith and trust in my path. And I go towards what lights me up effervescently. And as long as I stay in my passions and pick up skills along the way and share what I've learned in exchange, that is the true masterclass of Earth. And that's how we can make the most of this quote unquote West world. And so potential really is also obsolete and a moot point because if everything is happening at the same time, if the future is now and the now is also past, happening simultaneously, then the infinite potential has already been written. It's like Neo in the Matrix downloading the program. So download your program, then re-upload it with your signature, your stamp, your personality, your guidebook to this realm. That's what we came here to do. Yeah, a bit of a different message today. Business magic. Purpose, contribution, and abundance. That's the true magic. Not this baloney, dark magic. Blah. I'm so over the Illuminati stuff. I'm so over the scams, the gang stalking, the people you can't trust. Oh, I'm just over it. The liars, the cheaters, the scammers. I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm trying not to resist it because the more you resist it, resistance meets resistance, right? I can't stand it. Let's pull some more cards. Where else are we going with this, Spirit? Also, the number 16 was on in this potion bottle. Ooh, I'm getting a download. So let's talk about GV16. This is placed right here at the nape of your neck where it's like a soft spot. I'm getting the download to put frankincense oil there. This will clear any negative entities that have maybe are connected to your bloodline generationally. And also it's a gateway for spirits, sometimes lower vibrational spirit, to attach to your spine. So frankincense oil, that's why they talk about it so much in the Bible. It's very cleansing, but it's also a remembrance to a time where ancient knowledge and light language, healing through the hands also was exchanged. So that's the download I'm getting. So if you want to put frankincense oil to cleanse the GV16 gate. Oh yeah, and 16. I can't make this stuff up. It just flows. Pretty cool. Also on this card, the arch is sticking out. Portal, archway of the doorway. You know, I love animals, right? But cats are always moody with me, like finicky. But I like this cat. This cat was giving me knowledge. Very, very wise. Very, very old soul. But she was a little judgmental. But you know, that's why I'm a little bit skeptical of cats sometimes. I gotta feel them out because they can be so finicky, moody, judgmental. It's like a mean girl from high school all over again. So I tread lightly with cats. I know that's rare because most psychics absolutely love cats. Me, I don't trust them off the jump at all. Gotta watch those cats. All right. What's a parting message for today? How can we tie this all together? Because I've just been rambling on and on. Spirit of fire. Number 17. Shine your power unreservedly. Yeah, that's definitely a message for me, but also the collective. I feel a collective ignition of the soul, the path, the purpose, the Merkaba to propel everyone forward through their healing experiences, through their own unique story they're writing. all the star seeds. If you're a chosen one and you've got a real sacred path that's not easy and all the star seeds, especially my clients, we're going through like a lot of backlash, a lot of resistance. Like, if you're causing a lot of anxiety in the egoic personalities around you in your Westworld little loop, um, it's because your truth, that insulation, that protection, that magnetic biofield that's been ignited and is pure and authentic, it really, really irritates everybody else's demons. And you see their ego coming out with threats, with gossip, because that is a form of witchcraft. That is a low vibrational activity. And yeah, chaos cannot overtake heart coherence or integrity and truth. And so you're going to find the reptilian race and also those characters that have not done their healing in your life, they will start to glitch out with like lashing out, projecting. Everything they're projecting onto you, just remember, is their own shadow. So heart coherence is what I'm hearing as the remedy, but also keep moving forward in your passions. Ignite that fire, spirit of fire, shine your power unapologetically. I hope this helps. Just a short little one today. Love and light.